we talk about going to Africa, but we're not talking about some of the difficulties that people might face or people may face in Africa. It depends the country you're going to. It depends the money you have, which is your income and all that. Maybe for somebody who's retired and just trying to go there and live in their retirement in Africa, that's an amazing thing. I talk about actually the country Liberia, actually, the free slave country where they left from America on the ship Elizabeth and all that stuff, and da 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 yada yada yada, and went to Africa and started a country named Liberia. So if we want to talk about that country, it's way. It's if you more of a country guy, it's easier. If you more of like nature, it's easier. And you into animals, racing animals, and all these things, farmer or whatever. Mainly, if you're a farmer, you survive because it's a whole lot of things you cannot get. There's no McDonald's, there's no Burger King, there's no Taco Bell, there's no Pizza Hut. They can have all these things. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just talking about the the brand of the food or whatever you want. They do have burgers, they do have pizza, they do have all that, but it's really expensive. So you will not see a store or whatever that you can just run and grab something and eat and take and go away like that. You got to be in the city, which is one place, capital city. What I experienced in Liberia, the 3 months I stayed there, and I will go in detail pretty much, but pretty short, just so you can have a little information about it. So you will see a blogger or a vlogger saying, "Oh, it's beautiful. It's this, it's that." That's true. It's beautiful, and depends. They said beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. But there was a civil war in Liberia for a decade plus. That's the first thing you should understand. So it took the country way back, way back. And another thing is the health system is not that good. I would say from 1 to 10, the health system is, I would say, 3. So and another thing is is the supplies or whatever that you need. I would say that is I'm in the bush, bugs. The supplies you need, you should ship your supplies or whatever. So you got to have money to really make it in Liberia, or you can go there and start from scratch, and work the land, till the land, and all that. And I can get into that in a whole different video. Like I said, I don't want to bore people out, so I go pretty fast and things like that. So you can get in touch with me if you want to know more about it. I always say that. So now I'm raising pigs and rabbits. Rabbit the main thing. If you get anywhere, you want to survive and live quick, good and all that. You can have meat and raise it in a cool environment, calm environment where you can have a lot of meat. And in this short time, rabbit produce like in a month gestation period, and then you got maybe anywhere from 6, 7, 8 to 14 rabbits depending on the breed or whatever. So you want to go look at rabbit, you want to look at chicken, if you eat eggs and all these things. I'm not really a fan of meat, but I do raise rabbits, pigs, and I raised chicken before and all these things. And it's really good to have animals around. If you don't know, go into agriculture a little bit if you're trying to move to Africa, especially the west coast of Africa, Liberia. So you will go more into agriculture. Is the best route for anybody going to Liberia. They got a lot of virgin land, forests, and all these things you can buy cheaper. The farther away from the city you are, the cheaper the land is, and it's a whole lot of things to take into consideration. So you got to really do your research. You can buy. They got organizations in Liberia that give you free animals if you got the location to keep them and raise them. They give you maybe 3 pigs or whatever when they, or maybe a pig, a female and a male or whatever. When they reproduce, you give them the 2 back or whatever. You can plant rice farm. If you don't know Liberia, rice is the staple food. And you can grow rice, and they give you 2 bags of rice. And when you grow your rice or whatever, you cultivate, you give them back the 2 bags of rice. They got organizations there to help people. They got water pumps where they dig the ground and you pump the water out. They got local people that don't have water company and all that, but I say be careful with that. And then it's a whole lot of things in Liberia that's really nature and natural good things. You know, fresh food and all that. You can grow your own food and all year round. It's not that cold. It's do your little research, and I cannot give you every information you want in this short video. So you gotta really do your research. Like I got the pigs over there, they're tilling the ground. If you don't know, pigs are good tiller. Cause gas sometimes go really expensive in Liberia. When I was in Liberia, the gas was up so high. Sometimes I used to buy gas not from the gas station because the gas station will run out of gas. People will buy the gas and take it and keep it in containers and sell it. So sometimes gas price goes up almost to like $7, $8, and it's kind of hard when you're driving. You got cars, motorcycles, and all these things. You need gas. So the first thing, I don't know no Tesla thing in people be like, oh, I don't need it, I just get a horse. It's hard to find horses in Liberia. So you gotta go to another country, maybe Guinea, maybe Mali, maybe Senegal or whatever, or Ivory Coast to get a horse. And they do have people in Liberia with horse, but it's kind of richer people or whatever. And people not really into those things, pet and all that. People not really into it. We got people that have those, but don't get me wrong what I'm saying. So you gotta look at all these things. At least they got Chinese motorcycles and stuff in Liberia you can buy just to move from here and there. You can use that because a lot of the transportation in the capital city, Monrovia, is really tense. I mean, it's really tense getting around in the capital city because it's crowded. So I will move further out of the capital city. I will move somewhere, you know, in a like up interior. When we say up interior, it's far away from the capital, where it's more in a village kind of settings where you got everything natural, and you got to have, if you want to live this kind of lifestyle here, you got to have money. Just imagine when civilization shut down, when let's say everything falls, what happened in America. Think about it like that. Safety, all these different things, you know. Don't let them just tell you come over and, you know, it's nice here. It is nice. I never got hurt by nobody in Liberia. I never got harmed. I never got robbed. Nothing happened when I was in Liberia like that. The only thing, things were pretty much expensive. The American things that you need, people ship it from over here to Liberia. So when you get that over there, the price goes up because why? Number one is that transportation. You buy it here, maybe $2, and you take it over there, and it costs maybe they're gonna put some profit on it. Maybe they're gonna sell it to you $5 because shipping, freeing the container or whatever at the port. And our port used to be maybe duty free way back, but now everything is skyrocketing. So you got to look at all that. So now you look at this as everything double the price or triple the price, because there's no fixed price for anything. Maybe only gas and things like that the government can control. But what people selling personally is pretty high. So I would tell you, look into all these things. Go to any country you want to live in Africa and visit. But Liberia, the cost of living is pretty cheap. The minimum wage is about $2 a day. So you got to look into all that. You can have people working for you, doing a whole lot of things for you. So it's pretty cheap to live. You can build a house maybe for $10,000-$20,000, and a nice house, pretty nice house, decent or whatever. You can build that, and you own your land. The government not gonna bother you for land. You can live there and do whatever you want. That's your land or whatever. So I'll move further up interior. They got this place like the Parawi waterfall. It's a nice place that people usually go. They got Mount Nimba. They got a whole lot of things in Liberia to see, and I just can't keep naming everything, but just go online, check on Google, and Google some stuff if you want to. But, you know, like I said, just from my experience, it's difficult when you don't have money. When you have money, it's the best place to live because they got the Atlantic Ocean, the beach, beautiful beaches, rough beach. If you're a surfer, you're gonna surf, you're gonna enjoy it. And they got rivers and all these things. They got the parks, national parks, where you see animals and all these. Like, it's beautiful. You can have a touring motorcycle and just go like a dirt bike or whatever, or four-wheelers. You can just have fun. Everything you want to do here in the country, think about it. If you carry that kind of lifestyle over there, you're going to enjoy your life. You're going to enjoy. And if you want to live in the city, it's there too. We got Monrovia, we got Grand Bassa, we got, you know, cities that I'm telling you, when you leave from here and go there, it won't be too hard to get in. Then if you want to go to the next country, Ivory Coast or Guinea or whatever, but you want that kind of fancy lifestyle, quick, fast lifestyle, Ivory Coast is another good country to go to. Check it out, it's beautiful. I will get into that in the next video, but today, right now, I'm focusing on Liberia. So Liberia is a beautiful place to be, and the only thing that bothered me a little bit, because I left there since I left Liberia since I was a little kid. So it was the dust. The dust was too much, and that's natural. So to be honest, so you got cars passing on dusty roads, you're gonna have a lot of dust. And some of the places, some of the roads are very dusty. When it's rainy season time, it's muddy because it's two seasons. It's rainy season and dry season. Rainy season, dry season. Sometimes it gets really cold to them, but to me it's kind of nice. So it's just a whole lot of things to say in this video. Like you see, I don't have no paper. I'm not checking things. I'm just going off my head. So ask me any questions you want to ask me about it. Like I told you, I'm raising pigs and rabbits. That's the best thing to raise. Rabbits, pigs, goat. If you want to get into farming in Liberia, that'd be great. People use goats for a whole lot of things people don't know. People use pigs for a whole lot of things. Pigs reproduce like that. Rabbits reproduce like that. So it's something that, and the meat, the rabbit just for meat. For me, I won't really eat the pigs. I don't really like pigs and all that. Rabbit, once in a while I might, but I'm more into like vegetables and things like that. More healthy. Liberia got a whole lot of fruits. You will love it. A whole lot of fruits. You will love the fruits. Great. I mean, mango, soursop, which is really good for cancer, soursop. And I'm into, nature, healing people naturally. So it's all that. You will get into that. People that having male issues and all that stuff, where your thing not getting up or whatever, they got all that could help you. They got it natural, like the palm wine, and be careful with that too. And they call some cane juice, come from the sugar cane or whatever. They almost like moonshine. If you a drinker or whatever, be careful with all these things. You don't really know. Take your time, get into it. Don't just jump and run around. And they got something that people don't like to talk about. They got an African society in Liberia, the poor and the Sunday society. I know a lot of African Americans love talking about African nature and all that, and get into that. Personally, I don't want to get into that, but be careful with all those things. Certain places you cannot go if this, that, yada, yada, yada. So just be careful with a whole lot of things and ask questions. Talk to people. Get cool with the locals. And, don't just act like, oh, I'm from America. I got money. I got this. You're going to spend that money if you do that. Just be regular, chill out, relax, get to know people from here. We got a whole bunch of Liberians in America. Get to know some Liberians. Go there 1 or 2 times, twice, or maybe 3 times with them, and just explore. Just go around, and don't get with a Liberian that just go to Monrovia and leave. You want to be with somebody that know the entire country, that go everywhere. So visit all over the country, and you will love it. You will see some beautiful scenery, like the mountains and all these things. I love it. The rivers. Now, next thing I'm doing, I'm shipping a boat. A bass boat or whatever, and I will send a little bigger one later on, just to chill on Sunday on the beach and all these things, on the lagoon and Providence Island. It's a whole lot of beautiful things over there to see. So you gotta look at all that. You gotta get into I like motorcycles, so get yourself some dirt bikes, get yourself some 4-wheelers, get street bikes if you want, but be careful. And I would tell people that do have speed limit, but it's kind of like no speed limit, so be very careful. People drive crazy. People don't really follow the rules and regulations. You gotta be careful with that. People drive with a high beam in your face and all that, and to me, they don't even know that it's in your face. They don't even care, really. I flash my light, like the way we blink light in America, nothing. So it's just petty things that I would touch on more. I'll get on more in my videos and stuff. Be honest, like the rules or whatever. So just, I don't know. It's freedom. You say you want freedom, there you go. You got freedom. Go to Liberia, check it out, love it, and you appreciate it, but you will hate some of the things. Internet, very slow. That's one of the things. Internet slow. I don't know why. Maybe I had one of the cheap internet or whatever, but the internet is pretty slow. You gotta look at that. If you want to get away from nature, like I said, the first thing before you leave America, discipline yourself. Discipline yourself as in the food you eat. Hospitals and all that, get treatment. If you are a hospital kind of guy, get all your shots. They got so many shots that you need to get. You need to book that ahead of time. Yellow fever, malaria, and meningitis, and all these different things. It's just a whole lot of different things. They got rats, They got all these things. I don't mean like in classy areas though. I mean just in the entire country. Just think about it. Like you go into somewhere where it's nature.